What is up, y'all? Welcome to the month of June, pickup 2019. My name is EXCEEDINGSHADOW, of course. More games, more comics, more anime, more gaming, nerd, geek shit. So once again, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and leave a comment in the comment section below. Tell me anything you want. Literally, and of course, you want to support the channel, to be a link in the description below for streamlabs.com/EXCEEDINGSHADOW. The best place to donate if you like to. Anyway, so once again, this is the month of June. To tell you everything I bought within the month of June as much as possible because, well, I feel like the last few months has been kind of like hit after hit after hit. And by the way, I can't snap my left, so I try. So, you know, hit after nothing, hit, anyways. Anyway, so basically, this month was E3, was basically announcements of all types of video games related stuff, and I didn't really buy much gaming stuff. I was kind of more pre-ordering, buying stuff on the digital stores, as in the PSN store, Microsoft store, and Nintendo eShop. So for all these, but let's just get into everything because I think I already did the intro long enough. So here we go. Everything. Let's go. Maria.
Behold the power of the Uchiha clan.
So from the last month, I haven't really organized. It's been a stressful, tiring a month. I haven't stopped working for 21 days. As of recording this video, I think it's gonna go all the way up to like 25 days. So, anyways, so the first thing we have here first is actually some manga and or comic books because I got these all actually from the only time I think I went to the SwapMeet this entire month. Or maybe it was twice. I think I went to the SwapMeet twice this month, or just once. For sure I can remember once. I'm not sure about the other ones. I don't really remember. But anyways, let's start with this manga I've literally never heard of. It is called Rakia, the new book of Revelation. I don't know. I have no idea what it is. It's something probably I'm not going to keep that long. It was $1. Ricardo actually found this. So the funny thing is, none of these were actually supposed to be mine. They were supposed to be for someone else. And I guess that someone else didn't show up. And I told him, dude, I buy these. I literally buy these from the DI whenever I see them. So I kind of let him know, hey, if you get these and the guy doesn't want them, he doesn't show up first, I want these. So he did sell them for kind of higher prices than I usually would want to get them. I get them from like literally 75 cents up to $1.50, maybe even $2 at best. But I don't like paying like $5 for each book. So I mean, the book itself goes for like 10, I think was originally released. Yeah, 13 this one was. The other one was what was this one? This one was 13. So you know, it's still a discount, but you know, he has to make some money. I get that. So anyways, the next one is Soul Eater Volume 1. Now I don't think I own this. I feel like I might, but I bought it because I don't remember. So Soul Eater Volume 1, fucking excited. Got Soul Eater manga, of course, because you know, I love Soul Eater. Then of course we got Volume 2. Now this is something I know I don't have. Volume 2. So if you guys never checked out Soul Eater, it is one of my favorite animes of all time. One of, I'm not gonna say where exactly because I don't even really know where. Top 15 maybe, I don't know. Next we have here is, okay. This one I only know because of my friend DBZ. This one's High School DxD. This is a volume, actually, I don't know what volume this is. This is I don't know what this is. Okay, it's just a manga book. I don't know. It's just High School DxD. It's something I would only tell you guys to watch if you guys are above the age of like 16. 15 at the best, but that's the best, okay? So I'm not saying that you should. Just be aware. Be aware. 18 for sure, 17, whatever it is, the actual age limit, but still the same. Alright, the next one here is I don't really know this one. It's like Marvel making fun of DC or something. Return of the Amalgam Age of Comics, a DC Comics collection. So, I don't know. This is like really interesting. I don't really know much of it. It just looks interesting. I don't know how to explain it. So this one, of course, Batman fan for sure. Oh, duh, I'm wearing a Batman shirt. Anyways, this one, well, actually, you know what? I'm wearing DC stuff today. My hat is the Flash, Reverse Flash, you know, and then Batman. So Batman Volume 5 0 Year Dark City. I just like getting these. I do eventually read some of them, even though to me it might not make sense at all, but it makes me put into perspective. I want to know more, which I do eventually on YouTube, but at least I get kind of a start, you know, from somewhere randomly, because I do that at times. I don't know, I just do. So next, let's see. Okay, all these are from from Game Changers on Salt Lake City. So there's 2 Game Changers. I've never been to the other store because, you know, it's far away as hell, so the one on Salt Lake City. So these are all games I got from them. This one is Super Thunder Blade, or yeah, Blade. I've always kind of wanted this. I've heard a lot of good things about it, and I looked up a review before I bought it because I don't know if it was the one I wanted to get, but it was the one I wanted to get. So for the Genesis. Next one is Burnout. Now, actually, I do own this for the PS2, but I'm getting rid of it because I wanted the GameCube version. This is the GameCube, so I was actually pretty excited that I actually found a GameCube. I'd never even seen this before, to be honest. It was only $8. Of course, my membership kind of drops it and stuff, so yeah. So Burnout for the GameCube. It's just good to have another GameCube game, to be honest. All right, next. This is one I've straight up, I think I've heard before from like Metal Jesus Rocks, or maybe it was Alpha Omega Sin, I don't know. But this is called Dead in the Water. This one just looked really interesting. I didn't know much about it. I looked in the back. It looks like a wave race or a jet moto type of like game, but it looked more fun because I read the back. 13 off the hook characters to choose from, 9 blazing automatic tracks to tear up, 3D rendered waves like you've never seen before, an arsenal of high-speed, high-powered, high-tech, customizable weapons and bows, all fully upgradable, 2-player split screen or combat cable link. I don't know, it just reminded me of a lot of like Pirates type of things. I don't know, it just, when you look at it, especially the skull, so it looked fun. It looked fun. Next here we have, this is the main reason I went to the store. They post not a lot, but semi-often, somewhat whatever, often, to their Facebook page showing what's in the store recently. And this was the only one that really came up to mind. It's like, hey, I want to get that game. Because I've seen it a lot on the Xbox, but now I don't ever see it ever again. And I didn't even know it was on the PS2. This is Red Ninja End of Honor. Never heard of it. I mean, yeah, I'm sorry, never heard of it. I've heard of it, never knew it was on the PS2. I knew it was on the Xbox, I believe. I think I've seen it like several times. That or the 360, or maybe it's a sequel. I don't even know. So, who knows? But anyways, this one actually kind of caught me off surprise, because this was like, oh my god, I have to have this. This is Dragon Ball Z Shin Budokai. I never had Shin Budokai. I never had any of the Budokais on the PSP. I recently got, not recently, maybe 2 years ago, I don't know. I got Dragon Ball Z Tag Battle on the PSP, but that was it. I never got like another round or anything. This is the original Shin Budokai on there, so I don't really know much of it. I don't know if it's based off the Budokai Tenkaichi 2 or 1 series, or after or between, I don't know, but I just know this is Shin Budokai. So I'm assuming it's between 1 and 2, or I don't know. I have no idea, but still probably something like that in my mind. All right, so after that, let's see, let's get some of these games out of the way. Okay. Well, let's show this off. I think I showed this off last month. I don't 100% remember, that's why I left it here. This is a mug, Cup 2. I have no idea. This is a mug thing that's called Tokimeki from Konami, and it's made in Japan. That's seriously all I know about this thing. There's some girls that's called names I cannot pronounce on the corner, on both sides. Bottom there's nothing. Top, I'm guessing the show is called Tokimeki. I have no idea. I can't tell you. That's all I'm getting out of this, other than from Konami. So I'll look that up maybe one day. Let's see here. Okay. All right. So next thing I got here is a accessory. Basically, I got to sleeve this one for free because we couldn't take it in at Gamestop, and I wanted it because I know what this is because of my friend Urel. Urel owns this, and basically you put your Nintendo Switch on here, and you get to hold your Joy-Cons exactly where these parts are at, and you get to play like a normal like game, right? And then when you do, you can play. It feels more comfortable. It feels more like a grip. That's what this thing is. It's like a grip. But there's actually another benefit for this. Other than you cannot attach this to the dock system to charge it, so you can't do that. You have to charge it just like a phone. The only thing that's kind of cool about this, other than the dock thing or the grips, is that there's 5 slots to put your Nintendo Switch games in. So that's pretty cool, other than having the actual Switch game in your Switch. So that's cool. I like that. That's pretty cool. All right. So next, okay, so next, hold on. I don't know, it just like my screen kind of got like darker. I don't know why. I don't know, it just does. So the next thing was that these items went on clearance at GameStop, and I'm surprised of like who learns about these things being on clearance other than the managers or supervisors or something from GameStop. Assistant managers, all that, district managers. I'm more wondering about how does people like locally, not knowing anyone from the store, like as a friend or anything like that, or has like a connection. I'm talking about how does people learn about these type of things going on sale like a week later or a week ago, or no, a week before it goes on sale, before it actually goes live, so people can get the things. So there's several things that went on sale, like a Nightwing statue, and I think a Batman one. Like I can't remember everything else, but these two, oh, my manager just knew I wanted these because he knows I'm a big Sonic fan. So this is, let's see, this is the Sonic the Hedgehog Tails statue. Yes, it was literally $50 at a point. At a point. So this is that. This is pretty fucking cool, not gonna lie, look at that shit. So, Tails, I don't know why there's a picture of Sonic, maybe it should just been Tails, but hey, whatever. It's only at GameStop. It literally was only at GameStop, and I don't know why. It just kind of bothers me that my screen's like not as bright as I want it to be. I don't know. I'm freaking out about it. Anyways, so this cost me literally like $8. Literally $8. So this is on the back. It says this PVC diorama of Tails is based off his appearance in the video game series Sonic the Hedgehog. It is made of a high graded vinyl and features exciting paint details sculpted by Werner Studios. That's fucking pretty sweet. So yeah, literally cost me like again, like $9 probably tax or something like that. So anyways, yeah, there's that. So of course, if I got Tails, I gotta get my boy Sonic. Yep, I got Sonic the Hedgehog. Yep, I got him. Got Sonic. So the exact same price, was like $10 or whatever it was, and here it is. So that's pretty freaking cool. Not gonna lie, it is freaking hot. It is literally hot. I'm gonna take off my hat. It's actually kind of hot. So it's out. So I mean, I had to get this. Like literally, that was like the top thing. This was the first one. Tails was the second option. Got both. So of course I got Sonic the Hedgehog. Again, I don't even want to put some of these things. I just wanted it because I wanted it. So that's cool, you know. Okay. So this was a pre-order bonus when you pre-order any version of Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled on the PS2, wow, PS4, Nintendo Switch, and Xbox One, I believe. So this is a bobblehead-like thing that you can put on your dashboard of your car, and it can literally stay and, you know, do its thing. I don't know if I want it. I mean, to take out of the box and put in my car. Like, I don't know if that's my thing or not, but that's a thing. So I kind of like the creativity of that because, you know, it's just Crash literally in a Hawaiian like skirt thing. So there's that. Let's see here. I don't really know where to put those, so So the next thing we got here is a Nintendo GameCube, well, backpack. You're probably thinking, well, if you know me personally, I have like literally a ton of backpacks I've just in the corner, but this is a GameCube backpack. Actually, funny thing is that I have a little bit of story about this. So, I wanted to get a this exact one, or the purple one, for the GameCube backpack, and it was like in an auction. I only wanted the damn backpack. The person wanted to sell it to me when she bought the auction out. I think I was like 13, 14 at the time, and I think she wanted like $5 for the thing, so I told my dad if I could have $5. And eventually she became like a bitch, like a dick. Basically what happened was I got the $5 and she didn't want to sell it to me. I was 13 fucking years old, like, swear. So this is one of those, like, really, this is what I wanted. And now I eventually got it like 20 years later. Or whatever it is, or 15 years later. I don't know, whatever. But still, I wanted it, and now I finally have this thing. This cost me $1. Just $1. I didn't clean it perfectly yet. It's just been semi-cleaned, but I wanted it for a very long time. So, okay. Okay, so now we're on to the games themselves. Again, more of the games. Now, a lot of these, I said this month was kind of like luster about some things I'm buying, but it was something I wanted to do because of like not much money and other investments I wanted to do. So this is Crash Bandicoot: The Huge Adventure on the Game Boy Advance. I didn't know much about it. I wanted it, so there's that. Next one is Super Mario World, Super Mario Advance 2. I'm not even joking. I never had this. I don't know why I never had this. I just never had this, so there's that. And this one was the top one for me. No pun intended when you know what this is. This is Yoshi Topsy Turvy. So that's the pun. So I always wanted to play this, especially I learned that it's based off like motion type like movements to move your ball or Yoshi, whatever it is, in the game. So it's kind of like Kirby, what was it, Star Stacker? It was kind of like that, but a different type of game. Like, it even has its own like different type of design from like a regular Game Boy Advance game. Like, here's Crash again, and here's that, so you can tell the difference other than it's green and all that. I can't remember what other games other than like Drill Dozer has like a different type of cartridge, but there is variance, I think. I don't know. So there's those three. I got them from a SwapMeet from who did I get from? I know the person's name was like one of mine. Manuel. There you go. So, okay. Next up, we got here is let's see. Let's do these first. Okay, yeah, let's do these first. All right. First up, okay, a lot of these are from the SwapMeet, other than like one thing from the Best Buy. Yeah, all these are SwapMeet. So I got here, so a month ago, or I think it was a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, I got the game Fantasy Life. I don't know if I showed it in recording of May or April or whatever. The problem with Fantasy Life is the game was inside. So I returned it with Ricardo for Fantasy Life, and I got the game back, in a way. My money back, that's what I say. So I said, hey, I want this game instead. Is that cool to do an even trade back? And blah, 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 because it was $20. And I bought it. So I was like, yes. So I got Street Fighter 3 EX, or Street Fighter EX3. I don't know. So, looked fun. Wanted to play it. That's all I can really say much about it, because I just didn't have it to. So there's that. Next, we have Destroy All Humans. So I think I spoke about in my Destroy All Humans remake discussion about a month ago, that I wanted to buy the Destroy All Humans remake because I never played the original. Now that I own the original, I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I'll probably still support it at the time, maybe at some point, but now that I have the original, and I have two. I think I'm missing one of them, I think on the PS3 or 360. I don't know, but Destroy All Humans, I got it for PS2. I think it was like $5 or whatever it was. So, next, let's see here. Let's do it like this. So, this is the only thing that's from Best Buy. The only thing. Now, this was an essential for me, and I know the price on this, and I had to bite the bullet. I really wanted this thing before I can never find it again, because there's been some things like that you can never find again until way later. This is the Digimon Adventure Try, the 6-film collection. This includes both Japanese and English audio, plus tons of bonus features. Includes all 6 Digimon movies. That's the point of saying 6-film collection. So that's what this is. This is the 6-film collection of all of them. I think I've seen maybe half. I can't tell you because I don't know. This is Digimon Adventure Try. This was something I really wanted to get into, and I think I've only watched the Japanese one with subtitles in it. So I'm gonna watch this, of course, in English, because that's why I grew up on Digimon, you know. So I'll read you what the back says. Okay, it's been 6 years since that summer adventure when Tai and the rest of the Digidestined crossed over to the digital world, and nearly 3 years since the final battle between Kairi's second generation Digidestined and Malomyotismon, and at some point, while the peaceful days went by, the gate to the digital world mysteriously closed. But now, the gates reopened and a whole new adventure begins. This special set includes all 6 Digimon Adventure Try films: Reunion, Determination, Confession, Loss, Coexistence, and Future. So I'm again a big Digimon fan. I really wanted to get this. I'm still looking. Okay, I'm still looking for the Digimon, the movie, on VHS and on DVD. I really want them. I'm 100%. That's the only VHS tape I care about to try to find, and it's been like the longest. I've never found it. I seen it once before I even wanted to start to collect. Once. The thrift stores I live around, I think are trying to phase them out, which sucks. So I really want to find Digimon the movie on VHS. DVD, it's a long shot, but I can eventually find it one day. The DVDs are still relevant. The Blu-rays are here, but DVD's still relevant. So 4K and ultraviolet, all that shit. So VHS, Digimon, the movie. If anyone knows it, if anyone even has it and doesn't want it, please, I beg of you, follow me on Twitter at EXCEEDINGSHADOW and tweet me saying I want to give this to you or something. If you have it, if anyone's watching that has it, let me know. 100%. Like, I will work with you. So Digimon Adventure Try, the 6-film collection. So anyways, that was from Best Buy. Next, let's see. Okay, this is from the SwapMeet. It's from like that anime girl that sells anime stuff. That's so stupid. It's a girl that sells anime stuff. Okay. This is Hunter x Hunter: The Last Mission on DVD. I think I got it for like $7, something like that. I wanted it, of course. That's all I can really say, because I haven't really watched much of Hunter x Hunter. So at some point, one day, yeah, will we. Next, okay, this one was from Gamestop. This one from Gamestop. Now, this one is a very hard game to find. And when you do find it, it's usually like $40, $60 or something, okay? GameStop sells it for like $20-something, maybe less. I can't remember right now. This was like a must-buy. This goes for like, yeah, it was like $20 or something like that. This, my manager was telling me, this was someone that bought the game, returned it because he didn't like it. I was shocked. I was like, oh my god. So here's my chance to play Raiden 4. Or yeah, it's 4. So Raiden 4. I already have 5, the director's cut on PS4, but this is 4, and I have Fighters. Another one on the 360. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called Fighters. So I'm so happy I found this. So thank you, 100%. And I didn't even know it plays on the Xbox One, so that's amazing right there. Straight up, very excited, very happy. All right, the next two. One from GameStop, one from SwapMeet. So this one was from GameStop, and I wanted to just like check around my store because I was just there for some reason. This is a Mutant Football League Dynasty Edition. This was like released. It was originally announced during the Microsoft E3 of 2018 press conference. But it went to all the other consoles. So it went on the Switch, went on PS4, went on Steam, and I got it on Xbox because that's kind of the one I wanted to get it for anyways. Shows something of Xbox love, right? And I got it for like $10. So this was, of course, a remake of the original Mutant Football League, whatever you want to call it, on the Genesis or whatever it is back then. So this was like a strong I wanted to buy it type of feel because of the retro feel. So there's that. Now this one, I got it for $20 at the SwapMeet because those, you know, those people that like to sell like brand new games that's semi brand new, has been opened and maybe played or was bought in a lot, like, you know, just want to get rid of it and or try to make some money and try to make it cheap so people can buy it. This is one of those games, and I already own this. I already own this on PS4. I really wanted it so I can stream it one day. This, of course, is my most hyped up game for, well, let's refresh that. One of my most hyped up game of the year of 2018, even though I know it came out in 2019. I know, okay. I was hyping it up all through 2018, okay? Same with Smash Brothers and same with Sonic Forces. Or was it Sonic? I don't know if I can remember. But still, this was Kingdom Hearts 3. So I already own this on the PS4. I'm not very far. I think I'm Frozen. I can't remember. It's been like a while since I played it. But again, I want to stream it. It's just one of those games I want to stream, like Sonic Forces at some point. So yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3, $20. SwapMeet, let's say GameStop. Let's only got Mutant because I looked at Mutant League and that's why I said GameStop in my head. So there's another game that's like on the PS4 that I got from, yeah, hold on. All right. Okay. So actually, the PS4 has more of a better story. I'm gonna tell you on some of these games. So let's separate the ones I actually got from the SwapMeet, just like Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, okay. Let's put this back, please. Okay, these two also I got from the SwapMeet from the exact same guy. So that was $20, but these two were just $10. I'm like, okay, why? But whatever. So I got basically $40 for 3 games. That's worth like a lot more money. So Borderlands Enhanced Collection because, you know, I wanted it. And is it empty? It feels empty. No, it's not. It's there. Okay. So Borderlands Enhanced Collection. By the way, I don't know why. I have that feeling of people's like, is it really empty or not? It's not. It's full. So there's that. So Borderlands Enhanced Collection. I just wanted. I don't have it. It has the pre-sequel in Borderlands 2, not the first one. It has been originally released remastered wise on the PS4 like a few months ago. It was released for like $30, and this one was the prize jewel next to Kingdom Hearts 3. This one I didn't even have. Didn't have it. I wanted it on the Switch. I was tired trying to find this on the Switch. I only looked up GameStop like pre-owned every week just to see if this thing was going to be pre-owned, because it's a hard game. I'm pretty sure we were going to get frustrated with it and not wanting it. Not the case. So this was Dark Souls Remastered. And of course I felt like it was loose, and I knew it was loose, so it felt like it. So this was one I really wanted on the Switch because of the multiplayer, and you get to play with like friends online. I don't have PS Plus. Will I ever get it again? One day, who knows, but still. Dark Souls Remastered was just something I really wanted on the Switch, but maybe one day in the future I will get it on the Switch and sell that one away. I have no idea. Or if anyone wants to trade me PS4 for Switch, let me know. Alright. Okay. So, there's one game and specifically I will talk about here in a minute, but these are the ones I want to get through first. So, this one is something I was kind of frustrated about. So I didn't have the chance to pre-order this, and when I was 1 day short to pre-order this at GameStop. 1 day. This is The Legend of Heroes: Trials of Cold Steel 2, Relentless Edition. Right? Beautiful game. It looks great. I did a store pickup. Does it show any information? No, it just shows my name. Okay, whatever. Yeah, that's seriously okay. Cool. So I wanted to pick this up, and I should really take that sticker off. Yeah, it comes out cool. Perfect. All right. Okay. So I really wanted to pick this up because of the Trials of Cold Steel 3 is coming out, right? And this is a collector's like edition, right? And that's how all these comes out. I realized every single GameStop only had like 1 or 2 copies, and they're all pre-ordered. So I couldn't even get one whatsoever unless someone canceled it. There's no extra copies anywhere. So I was frustrated. So I was like, I want this. And then I was like, Best Buy is my option. So I'm going to tell you something about Best Buy in a minute. And I don't hate them. This is something me personally I hate for myself. Actually, I'm going to tell you now. I got to the point on Best Buy that, and I hate about this, and I never wanted to do this, but I was like, fuck, it's so easy to do. I bought a few games from Best Buy because they're sold out everywhere at GameStop, and I use my credit card system for it. I'm gonna pay them off. Yeah, I've been doing that. Like, that's been great. You know, I've been doing great on them. But I really have to stop. I mean, I really have to stop. So the last one I just did was like Celeste, to let you know in the future. So this I got from Best Buy at a location I'd never been to, but was the only one that even had it in the state. So yeah, Trials of Cold Steel 3 or 2, sorry, Legend of Heroes. Yeah. So I forgot to mention what's inside other than the game. You got some cards. Let's see. Includes steelbook case, metal Ouroboros pin, 7 tarot style Septerion cards, and musical selection CD. I love the CDs. I love when collector's editions throw in CDs. Special editions, ultimate editions, definitive editions, I don't fucking care. I love when they throw in a soundtrack. I love that. I love soundtracks. I literally have a mini spot in my shelf, in my game room, for soundtracks. I love soundtracks. I literally okay, here's a little side story. I didn't want this game called Deformers, but the guy that was buying it, he bought it for like $7, the collector's edition, whatever it was for, or whatever, and he didn't want the soundtrack. And I just told him, I want the soundtrack. I will eventually get the game. And give me the soundtrack. So I was happy as fuck about it. So later on, I don't think I ever got the game. Maybe I did get the game, I think like a year later, I think, for like very cheap, like $7 as well. But it wasn't the special edition, so I was happy to have the soundtrack for that now. But again, I never even played Deform. No, it's a lie. I have played Deformers when it was a free code for GameStop employees, but I didn't really care about it because it was a freaking free-to-play game. We're not free to play, but online you have to pay to play. Anyways, next, so we have here is Bloodstained Ritual of the Night and Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel. Yeah, so I just talked about this one earlier. Ritual of the Night. So okay, let me tell you why I didn't buy both of these on the Nintendo Switch. I would have bought both of these on Nintendo Switch. So for Crash Team Racing, it felt wrong for me not to buy it on PlayStation. That's where Crash really kind of came from. I have Crash Insane Trilogy on Switch and PS4. Long story why I have it on both consoles, but still. I wanted the PS4 one because I know that's where I feel like I'm going to play it the most if I really wanted to, and it just feels right to be on that console. So, and for the reason I got Bloodstained Ritual of the Night for the PS4 and not the Nintendo Switch, is because I was watching reviews for the Nintendo Switch version coming out. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night came out a week before the Switch version on PS4 and Xbox One. So when I looked it up, everyone was loving it on PS4 and Xbox One, but when I watched the Switch version, people were like, this is a downgraded version. The people that ported this didn't do that well, there could be patches and all that, and that just kind of turned me off. I don't want patches to tell me that this game could have been better through a patch and through a download and updates and all that. I just want a game that's like good from the start. So, you know, that's why I canceled my pre-order for the Switch version and just put my $5 down onto the brand new PS4 version. So, yeah, that's seriously what happened. So that's how I got both versions on the PS4. Yeah, that was it. If I did it, they would have been both on the Switch. If Bloodstained didn't have that freaking that patch update port didn't be as well. I mean, it still looks great, but not as great as the other ones because patches and all that. And then Crash Team Racing, it just feels right to have it on PlayStation and on Nintendo, but it could have gone either way 100% anyways, so there's that. Now, for the last one for PlayStation, the last one, this is from Limited Run Games. Yes, Limited Run Games. This is my very first Limited Run Games. I think I spoke about it in the last month. I don't remember. I don't feel like I did. Well, this is my very first Limited Run Games game I bought. Well, yeah, from the actual website. Like, I actually had a chance to buy it. For the last actually few games after this game has been out in my hands, I've been getting successful getting the games I've actually been wanting to get. Like, of release day, because I've been queuing my mind like, oh yeah, I want to get this and this and this. It's actually been pretty good for me. So my very first one is a PS4 game, and it's a game that was made on the PS2 and also HD'd on the PS3 and PS Vita. So this is Jak 3 on the PS4. Yeah, Jak 3, considered the best Jak game ever. I've really only played 2 and Jak X. My cousin played Jak 3, and I watched him. I helped him with some episodes, some levels. But Jak 3 on PS4 is fucking awesome. But of course, if you ever bought a limited run game, you get something with it. This is a limited run card, right? Limited run. It tells you what number. So say you bought your Jak 3 copy, and mine, I guess, happens to be, maybe, I'm not sure, or they just gave me a random number, I don't know. This is number 370 out of the Jak 3 buy from Limited Run. So, pretty fucking excited. Will I ever open Jak 3? I don't know. Oh, by the way, if you ever bought a Limited Run game, it literally tells you right there, it's by Limited Run, and this is PlayStation number 149. Is it really 149? I don't know. I don't know what the P149 is. Maybe it's my copy. Maybe it's number 149. I don't know. Again, I don't know. Maybe it's card number 370. I don't know. But this is the 258th limited run game from PS4 versions of. So they have Vita, Switch, and PS4. I think they're going into retro stuff too now. This is a 258th release by them. So if that makes sense. So yeah. Okay. Last game. Now, as much as I've been talking to Nintendo Switch today, I didn't even mention the only Switch game I've been bought. This is the only Switch game I bought. And by the way, this is also by Limited Run Games, but by a subsidiary purchase from Best Buy. This is Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. Yes, don't get this confused with Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. Bloodstained Curse of the Moon was basically, I believe it was a prequel to Ritual of the Night, I believe. I bought this originally for the Switch digitally. I think it was Switch digitally, or it was on PS. I don't remember. And then I learned that this was becoming a release physical copy only at Best Buy, so I bought it. That's seriously, I just bought it. So happy I got it. It's finally here. Again, I'm telling you guys, you have to check out Best Buy. It's actually pretty good with some of their limited run, pre-authorized stuff from them. Again, I already told you about Celeste. That's another one that's coming. I got one more limited runs coming from them from Best Buy, so that's another thing. But as of today, that is seriously it. I don't believe I bought anything else. We're all good. I mean, I bought stuff, but it's already in the month for July, so there's that. So once again, buddy, that's gonna be it for today. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, leave a comment below, and see you guys all for the next pickup video. Also, if you want to donate to the channel, support the channel, anything like that, support. There'll be a link in the description below for streamlabs.com/EXCEEDINGSHADOW. So once again, I'll see you guys all for the next one, right? Bye-bye. Exceeding Shadow.